What's life's big picture? So, you know, people, you ever heard of the expression, what's life all about? And I guess nobody really knows the true answer to that. It really is what it means to you. And I know that sounds a bit cliche, but it really is. I mean, your perspective of the world is your perspective. And one of the things that I've learned over the years is that that's changed. For me, life's big picture is about continually improving. It's growth. It's you growing and you developing, taking on new challenges, exploring new things, improving your situation, and that's really a big part of life. Another sort of thing that I would say a big part of life is like helping others, like not just helping others in a sort of cliche charity way, or the way it's thrown about, but I mean, really, when you spot someone that has got a bit of potential, then nurture that, bring that out. And when I was young, I didn't really pay attention to other people. I was too busy trying to, spread my own wings to worry about anyone else. So I was a bit selfish in that respect. Being a dad changed that for me because when you start to see your sons getting older and them improving, you realize how big an impact that you can have in their lives. And by putting a little bit of attention and a little bit of nurture in there, can make an extremely large difference to who they become. And it's one of the reasons I started this podcast is that over the years I've gathered a huge amount of wisdom, a huge amount of knowledge, and I thought, what happened if I came to an untimely end? Like, my brain full of this knowledge wouldn't make it to my boys. So why don't I record, like, write it down? Was the initial idea. That was going to take forever. So I thought, if I write it down, would they read it? Would I make it into like a book or a manual for them? And then I realized, well, hey, look, why don't I, record it? And then one of my friends, one of my good friends who's no longer with us, he said, look, you should start a podcast, because he's been on at me for years, giving him advice, helping him. And he was 20 years my senior. He was 20 years older than me. So he was like, you have such this your way of looking at the world that it's a great help to people. And I thought, well, if it's good enough for my kids, and they're going to be great and phenomenal men as they grow up, and they're phenomenal boys as they are now, then why not share it about? And I think that helps as part of life's big picture. Is we're all in this together. We all share this world. So passing a lot of help down along is quite a good thing. And I think if you do that, you'll get a lot of gratification out of that. You get a lot of fulfillment. So I think that's what life's big picture is, from my experience. I think it's about understanding this amazing experience that we'll have, and that one day it'll come to an end. And it's not about the start, and it's not about the end. It's about what you do in between. And I think that you should explore that. You should go and find out what it is that you want to do, and you should go and be your best, whatever that may be, whatever it is that excites you. You should pursue, and that'll change over the years, because the things that I've pursued has changed over the years. But one of the things that's remained the same is the ability to want to pursue it, to experience that thrill, to get that rush, to get that high, to learn something new, to feel like you're just a kid again, learning a new talent or skill, or, putting yourself in an uncomfortable position so you can learn and grow and adapt. I think that's a big part of life. So if you are out there, I would say have a go at whatever it is that you want. As long as it's got a positive outcome, go have a crack. Because life is about experience, and you should go and experience as much of it as you can.